Hey guys, sorry for the lack of video last week. I was going to do it after coming home from a shopping trip with a friend, but we got lost and simultaneously almost ran out of gas and almost hit a possum, which was terrifying. I'm gonna be honest, last week was kind of rough for us with videos, but I will start this week on a good note. Katie, it's totally fine. You are at LeakyCon and I want to hear all about it. And Emily, if the internet gets shut off, there's nothing you can really do, so honestly. So this week is coming to you in 3 parts. Part 1, if you have not watched John Green's vlog this week with Rainn Wilson, I would highly suggest it. They are 2 of my favorite men in the world, and they've come together and made a hilarious video that was supposed to be romance advice, but quickly turned into something else. Part 2 is a book recommendation, and it is Fahrenheit 451 by Ray Bradbury. It was the Nerdfighter Summer Reading Choice, and I thought it was really great. I finished it a few weeks ago, but it was one of those books that took me a little while to digest after I had read it. So a lot of people know Fahrenheit 451 for the book burning that goes on. It takes place, it's a dystopian novel, and it portrays a society where, yes, books are burned, where people watch mindless television to the point where they can't even remember what they just watched because it was so mindless their brain doesn't remember. They have no in-depth conversations. The main character, Guy, barely talks to his wife. He doesn't even know her. They don't even remember where they met. It's just mind-boggling to me as a person who values spending time and talking with friends over quite a bit, as my phone bill probably shows. So anyway, without giving away too much of the plot, Guy Montag is a firefighter, only in this dystopia, firefighters actually set the fires, especially to people who are reported to have these illegal books. And he meets a young girl named Clarice who kind of shows him how things used to be, how things could be, where people sat on their porches and talk and laugh together and read and learn. And school is not just physical education, and books teach us things, and it's not just mindless forms of entertainment. And while I totally don't spend as much time absorbing what nature has to give us as Clarice, I certainly see a lot of value in what she says, and it just kind of threw me off that usually when you start a novel, the setting and the environment, and in this case the society, is presented, and within 10 pages we have someone, a total opposite from the main character, Guy Montag, who totally puts a spin on this society that we've just been introduced to. I don't know, it's just one of those books that makes you think, and I just thought it was, words escape me. It was very good, and it's highly recommended. Okay, part 3 is the Lizzie Bennet Diaries. If you're not watching them yet, just stop my video and go watch them. It is one of the greatest web series that I've ever seen. Okay, so I haven't seen that many, but it's just phenomenal. I love Pride and Prejudice to death. I can't tell you how many times I've seen the movie adaptation with Keira Knightley, the BBC adaptation. My book is starting to, lose its binding almost. I have 2 copies, one that I keep at home and one that I bring to school to me. I live Pride and Prejudice, so just a little bit. And this series is doing such a good job at really bringing it into the 21st century. Just one example of how creative and wonderfully they're bringing this into a modern context. If you've read the book, you'll, of course, know Mr. Collins, the suitor of Lizzie Bennet, who is soon to inherit the Bennet estate with the passing of Mr. Bennet. And her family would love her to, marry him so that the estate stays with the family and that so she can provide. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think courtship really works like that anymore. But anyway, so they've updated it really well that so far we're getting the inkling that Mr. Collins would like to, rather than marry Lizzie, he's looking to go into a business venture with her, with the video blogging industry. And that's just one of, a million examples of what they're doing. They've taken various scenes and adapted them. It's just so wonderful, and I just can't say enough good things about it. Okay, so this week, if you haven't done so already, John's new vlog, Lizzie Bennet Diaries, read Fahrenheit 451. Emily, I'll see you on Wednesday.